What's up, y'all? We live. We live. Today's live stream will be titled Plan Your Life, a Blueprint for Success. Today's live stream, I repeat, will be titled Plan Your Life, a Blueprint for Success. Now, notice I said a blueprint, not the blueprint. I said a blueprint. And I reiterate that because a lot of people, they get mad when they copy what somebody else said and they get a different result. There is no one key to life except God. But there's no one key to life that's going to open up all the doors. No, I don't believe in that. But today I'm going to be looking down a little bit because I planned this live stream. Notice, see, I planned your life, a blueprint for success. I planned this live stream. Yesterday I was supposed to do this. I was at Starbucks and I was planning this live stream. And I was like, man, I need to get the people this because this is very important. Even me sitting right here planning, this is very important. And I noticed a lot of people don't plan their life. A lot of people do not plan their day. They don't plan their week. They don't plan their year. They don't plan their life. So ultimately, they just get whatever life throw them and then be mad. And then be mad. So if you one of them people, please tune in right here and check this out. So plan your life, a blueprint for success. Now, the first thing you want to know, or you might be curious, what is the importance of planning? It is so important to plan. See, watch this. With planning, it holds you accountable. It holds you accountable. It's a famous quote. We all probably have heard it, but we don't live by it. But we probably heard it. It say, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. I'm going to say it again real slow. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So when you don't plan, you basically telling yourself, hey, I plan on failing. That's what the quote means. If you don't plan, you basically telling yourself, I don't care. I plan on failing. You get what I'm saying? So that's the importance of planning. And also, too, I like to have a biblical reference. I'm a Bible guy. So Habakkuk 2:2 say, write down the vision and make it plain. Write down the vision and make it plain. So the importance of planning, you want to plan. If you don't plan your life, life is just going to throw you whatever it give you. Then you got to just take that. And you're going to be mad at what life give you. I remember planning changed my life. It was when I was in 11th grade. No, going into the 11th grade. I'm sorry. The summer going into the 11th grade, right before school started. Man, at church, I don't know how y'all did it, but where I'm from at church, Pastor Eugene, he used to bring all the kids and the parents down, and he used to pray for all the kids, right? Have a successful school year, safety, and everything else. But he said something that made me curious. He said, hey, I'm challenging all the kids to write down your goals for the year. That's what he did. He challenged all the kids right there beside their parents. He said, write down all of your goals for the year. And y'all, when I tell you, I wrote down my goals. And watch this. He was very strategic too. It wasn't just write them down all of your goals for the year. School year, personal goals, school goals, and then whatever extracurricular activities you wanted to add. So I had my personal goals, right, in life. And I had my school goals, such as, type of grades I wanted each quarter, I was aiming for. And then I had my football goals. I was a football player, right? How many yards I wanted, how many touchdowns I wanted to score, things of that nature, right? And so I did that in 11th grade. Going into the 11th grade, y'all, it changed my life. When I tell you, I always had good grades, but it gave me a direction. So even if I veered off or wanted to get unfocused, I look back at them goals and I had it on my phone screensaver. I had it on my wall at the house. I had it in my notebook at the school. So it kept me focused. And y'all, had a phenomenal year. But watch this. So going into the 11th grade, I'm going to say this. Like, for example, because when you hear plan, a lot of people are like, man, things got to go according to plan. When you hear the word plan, some people might hear perfection. Like, it got to be perfect. No, it got to be like this, because I planned it like this. No, things will not always go according to plan. But you want to have a sense of direction. Yeah, when you plan, you're not writing down for, it got to be like this, like this, like this, like this. No, but you want to have a sense of direction. So what it do is tells you, hey, these things I want out of life, or these are things I want out of whatever it is you write down, and here's how I'm gonna get there. And so it holds you accountable, right? And so when I tell you this thing changed my life, man, AB honor roll. Had AB honor roll every year, every single day, AB honor roll, AB honor roll, AB honor roll. That's what I had because I was focused. Now in football, I'm gonna tell you how things didn't go according to plan. Going into my 11th grade year, I wrote down these things, but I didn't. I played, but I ain't really get no. I ain't get no PT, right? I ain't really get no PT. But watch this. I couldn't control that. All I could control is how hard I work. And one thing I could control, because in football, you know, a lot of people may know things in life. You get politics. You get politics, things you can't control, right? But what I could control is my grades in school. I could control my grades in school, so I had good grades because I could control that. But I say all that to say, just use that for example, how that changed my life, writing down my goals. So I just gave you a little teaser. Number one, right here for planning your life, is write it down. Write it down. I tell people all the time, people give me all type of ideas. Man, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. I say, you wrote that down? I don't want to hear it then. If you ain't write it down, you just talking. Yeah, if you ain't write it down, you just talking. So the most important thing you want to do is write it down. Writing it down, it holds you accountable and it keeps you focused. Y'all, I got goals now. It's right here on my wall, right here in my closet, my prayer closet. I wrote it down. So even if I get unfocused, I say, oh, what I'm supposed to be doing? Boom, hit the wall. Boom, goes on my screensaver on my phone. I can be like, man, let's say I'm just scrolling, right? Boom, I write on my phone. It keep me focused. So it gets you back focused. You want to write down. It holds you accountable and gets you back focused. And also, too, another personal experience. When you don't write it down, you're failing to plan. You're failing to plan. Back to what the Bible said in Habakkuk 2:2. Write it down, make it plain. Now, in that scripture, if you keep reading it, say, write it down, make it plain. Write it on, it says to write it on tablets, right? But that's in the Bible time. In today's time, you might say, write it on iPad, write it on iPhone, write it on paper. You know what I'm saying? So write it down and make it plain. You want to write it down to make it plain. Let me tell you, again, if you don't write it down, you just talking. And we all got tons of ideas. Man, the richest place in the world, you know what I said? You know what the richest place in the world is? See, some of y'all saying Africa. Yeah, that's a very rich continent, very rich place as well. But the richest place in the world is the graveyard. Yeah, the richest place in the world is the graveyard. Why? Because people was full of ideas and they died with them all in their head. So you want to write it down. You want to write it down, y'all. And watch this. After you write it down, that's you planning. After you write it down, you want to begin to strategize. How will you accomplish what you wrote down? Yeah, you break it down to steps. If you don't know steps, watch this. With strategizing, if you do not know how to strategize or you do not know how you're going to accomplish the goals that you wrote down, guess what you do? You watch people. Watch people. Watch people who have been there or what it is that you wanted to obtain. Watch people. Now notice, I said watch. Just watch them. I didn't say get jealous of them. I didn't say compare yourself to them. I didn't say compete with them. I said just watch. Me personally, I'm a watcher. Because you know what watching do for me? It gives me a perspective. Watching gives me a perspective. And you don't even have to watch people up close and personal. You can watch people on social media. You can watch people on YouTube through content. Watch. If someone is where you want to be, watch and learn and listen. And you'll see, okay, that's how he got there. That's how she got there. Okay, that's how they got this. But you want to be watching. Use all your senses. Watch, listen, learn, right? So you want to be watching. And I'm going to give you an acronym right here because we talked about ideas. We talked about strategizing. We talked about planning. Watch this. I'm going to give you an acronym. It is IDEA. Write this down. They say note takers are money makers. So write this down. You go from idea to planning. Yeah. Then you go to strategizing. And lastly, you go to executing. You execute. So you go IPSE. IPSE. You go to idea, to plan, to strategize, to execute. That's how you want to do it. And this is why this, let me tell you why this is so important. See, on my channel, I give out information, inspiration. So it's up to you to make the transformation. Information will change your life because it's somebody out there. And you may have been there. If you're not there now, you have been there. You do not know that you don't know. Yeah, people are mad at you for not knowing. But let me tell you this, in today's time, it is hard to say, I don't know with this internet. It's hard to say, I don't know. And you got the internet. Your phone right here, you got a brain in your hand. You watching me, we may call it a phone, but it is a brain. Anything you want to know or anything you want to learn, anything you want to do, you can do it from your phone, basically. So, again, it's hard to say, I don't know. So here's information right here I'm giving you. And then from there, God can hold you accountable now because when you know, back then you ain't know that you didn't know that you didn't know. But now that you know, come on now, what you going to do with the information? You got the information, you go find the inspiration, and it's up to you to make the transformation. Again, so each step is important. The I, the P, the S, the E. Each step is important. Because watch this. Some people going to skip steps. And I'm going to tell you the result they're going to get. They're going to get a different result because they skip the steps. See, everybody have an idea. Everybody either you're going to go from idea and then you're going to try to execute the idea. And then when you don't get the result you want, you're going to be mad. But guess what you forgot to do? You forgot to plan. And you forgot to strategize. So people going to skip steps. And if they don't skip them 2 steps in the middle, they're going to go from idea and they're just going to plan and they're going to strategize. But guess what they're going to do? They're going to never execute. They're never going to execute. And then, again, they're going to be mad that they didn't get the result that they wanted. But you skip steps. You want to do the I, the P, the S, the E. It is very important. Go from idea to planning, to strategizing, to executing. It is very important that you execute. And hopefully, can y'all still hear me? Hopefully my live's still good. One second. Okay, there we go. We back. 1 second, y'all. I had to put my phone do not disturb. My phone dinking off and texts coming in, calls coming in. So I want to make sure y'all still can hear me good. We still good? Okay, good. Let's keep riding. So now let's get into executing. So I gave you the first 2 pointers. If you remember, you got these notes. It was write it down. So I'm trusting you. You wrote it down. So that's a note right there. Write it down. 2, strategize. So write it down. And then 2, learn how to strategize. Yes. And then 3, execute. You want to execute. It is so important to execute, y'all. I'm a doer. I'm naturally not a planner. So them steps I told you people would skip, I would skip them steps because I'm naturally an executor. I'm not a planner. But guess what God got me doing this season? Because it's so important. You want to plan. You want to plan. Because when you plan, you begin to prepare. Right? It's just like cooking. See, I'm cooking right now in my life. I'm in the kitchen cooking. It's just me and God. I don't like people in my kitchen. It'd be too many hands in the pot. The old people say, man, it's too many hands in the pot. People start telling you how to do this. People tell you how to do you. I don't live that type of life. I don't like people trying to tell me how to do me, and they ain't never did me, nor do they know what I'm trying to do. That's how I live, right? So when you cooking, you prep your food. You cut up. I don't know what type of cooker you was. I don't know. You might be just an eater. I eat out. Okay. Well, this is how you cook. You got to prep your food, right? You slice and dice. Slice and dice. You prepare. You know what I'm saying? You season up. Boom. You get right. Whatever you season you want to use, but you preparing. So same thing with planning. When you planning, you're beginning to prepare, right? You're preparing for success. You're preparing to execute. And when you start cooking, that's when you execute. So in life right now, when you start cooking, you like, I'm executing what I already wrote out and what I already strategized. You begin to execute. Man, it's so important. I'm telling you, execution is praise. My mentor E.T., he said, man, execution is praise. People only praise people who have done it. Yeah, see, like Nike say, just do it. A lot of people wearing Nikes, but they ain't doing nothing. They're real talk. If I ain't doing nothing, I got on Nikes, I take them off. I say, man, no, these shoes are only for productivity. So a lot of people wear Nikes, but again, they ain't doing nothing. So you want to focus on executing. I look back, so many times people ask me, man, how you did this? How you did that? I said, bro, I just did it. I just do it. See, again, I'm naturally executing. I'm going to do it. When it come to mine, boom, I'm going to do it. But I would have skipped them steps, but now God got me planning and strategizing. So again, go back from idea. You got your I, your P, your S to E. You go from idea to plan, you strategize, boom, and then you execute. Execution is the most important thing because if you want a result, you have to do it. You can plan and strategize all day, but if you don't never do it, nothing won't get done. So that's the most important thing is execution, y'all. And so watch this. It's good. You want to create a balance. When you execute, you want to create a balance. See me, I can go, right? I can just go. I'm like a machine sometimes, but I gotta ease my mind and just sit back. You gotta sit back and say, okay, when I'm executing, what result am I getting? Because you don't want to do something for a long time and you have failed, but you have never understood, like, man, you was doing it wrong. You was doing it wrong. So when you executing, that's how it is. But let me tell you, planning is so important to plan your life. It's so important to plan your life. I remember, like I said before, 11th grade changed my life. When I started writing down my goals, I started writing down everything. I did it. From school to personal to football, I did it. I'm going to do this, at this. I'm going to do. I'm going to get this. I did it. Man, if I wanted a girl, I'd probably write her name down. I'm going to go get her. You know what I'm saying? I was just the type of guy. I'm going to boom, boom, this is what I want. But planning is so important. Let me tell you how important it is. It's vital. I remember 12th grade. 12th grade, I had an awesome year, right? In all aspects. But I remember guys, man, guys and girls, they was panicking getting ready to graduate. They was panicking. They was crying. They was unsure. Why? Because they failed to plan. They didn't plan. They depended on mama, daddy, sister, brother, the school system, the counselor to tell them what they wanted to do. I never panicked. I knew I was going to college. It wasn't no ifs, and, or buts about it. I was going to college. Why? Because I had a plan. So you want to plan your life. Now, with the plan, again, things don't have to go according to plan, but you want to have a sense of direction. You want to have a sense of direction when you're planning. It's just like before you get in the car. When you get in the car, I don't know if y'all just get in the car and just ride around and just burn gas. You just burn gas? No. You have, okay, I'm going to go here. See, I'm that type of guy. I'm going to go here. And watch this. I'm even so much of strategic with it. God know when you have a plan and you strategize it and you write it down, you have a focus. I have a focus. I don't go into the store and just like, I'm going to the store to get this. But I'm looking at this though. But I'm watching. No, man. I already write down in my phone. I got my notes in my phone. So when I'm going to the store, I'm going straight to get what I'm coming to get. And then watch this. After that, watch this. It's a focus. So after that, after I get what I came to get, then I can go parlay. Then I can go play around. I can go look at this. Oh, they got this. Oh, they got this. Oh, look at that. I can do that. But you got to have a set focus. When you planning and you strategizing, you want to go execute on what you planned and strategized on. You get what I'm saying? That's how you want to do it. So planning is so important. And it goes back, like I said, when I was in getting ready to graduate high school, man, I watched people panic because they didn't have a plan. Why? Because, again, like the quote say, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. People didn't have a plan. So then from there, they begin to get whatever life decides to give them. They get whatever life decides to give them, y'all. I gotta wipe my mouth. I thought I had something white in my mouth. I said, oh, what is that? But you want to plan. It's so important. And I look at them same people nowadays. Because some of them, you know, them are people now. They're good people. But I look at how their life, I know it's not what they wanted it to be. Their life they not where they want to be. They not who they want to be with. They're not driving what they want to drive. They're not doing what they want to do. Because they failed to plan. They never plan. They still to this day, they don't plan. So when you don't plan, watch this, the P's. When you don't plan, then you're basically playing. You're playing. This is what life tell you. When you don't plan life say, oh, you playing. When you don't plan, life say, oh, you playing. Yeah, you playing. You playing with your life. Life said, oh, we can give him anything because he don't care. She don't care about her life. He don't care about his life. You playing. So when you don't plan your life, you're playing with your life. I'm going to say that again because that's so good. When you don't plan your life, you are playing with your life. And y'all just think back. I done hit my pointers, y'all. We done went from write it down, strategizing, then executing. I'm so proud because I planned all this out. I wrote down a framework of what I want to talk about. And ChatGPT, I put it on ChatGPT, and they gave me a blueprint. And notice I'm saying a blueprint, a framework, not the blueprint, the framework. Excuse me, because again, like I said before, there's no one key to life. There is not one key in life that's gonna open up all the doors, except God, Jesus Christ Himself. But that's it. There's no other key. I can be like, man, you do this, I guarantee you this. I can't guarantee that. Just because I got this result. But you know what? You can't guarantee everything, but you can guarantee it's consistency. Hard work. Don't nothing work but work. Nothing works but work. Man, you gotta work. You gotta work it. Whatever it is you want, you got to work it. Nothing works but work. I'm telling you, it's all type of hacks out there. You do this, you been millionaire in 30 days. You do this. You can buy whatever book you want. You can buy whatever course you want. No matter what information is gave, you have to work it. You gotta work it. In the Bible even tells you, man who don't work, don't eat. You got to work. You got to work it. Whatever information you gave, whatever inspiration you gave, you have to work it so that you can make the transformation. You got to work it. I'm telling you, there's not no shortcuts to work. You got to work it. Now, who said you got to work hard? I don't believe in working hard. You ain't got to work hard, but you have to work. You got to get up out that bed. You got to put them feet to the concrete. You got to move around. You got to use your brain. You got to think. You got to plan. You got to strategize. You got to execute. You have to work it. If you plan to fail, then you fail to plan. I think about all the people, man, who from where I'm from. Back at the crib. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County to be exact. I'm proud. But I think about them people, and I'm saying, man, they look like how they look, or they're living how they living because they didn't plan their life. And they still don't plan. See, life can change in the blink of an eye. Life can change for anybody in the blink of an eye. But if you don't plan, life is only going to give you whatever it want to give you. It's going to give you whatever you want to give you. And I'm telling you, again, this is so good. Y'all got to write this down. Matter of fact, I'm going to make a YouTube short about this. If you fail to plan, when you don't plan your life, life say, oh, you playing. If you don't plan your life, you're playing with your life. If you don't plan your life, you're playing with your life. Yeah, you got to plan, man. It's so important to plan. It gives you a blueprint for success. Now, when I say success, let me go into this. 1 second. When I say success, success is subjective. Right? See, everybody nowadays can get caught up in the rich and famous. The rich and famous, that's a trick. That's a trick. When you think you got to be rich and famous to be successful, that is a trick. I'm telling you, man, don't fall for that. That's a rabbit hole you don't want to go down. When you think, man, I'm not famous, so I ain't successful. I'm not rich, so I'm not successful. No. You have to discover your own definition for success. Yes, you have to discover your own definition for success. Because success is subjective. Success is subjective. I don't let nobody define success for me. Because some people, definition of success is working hard, not me. Some people, definition of success is working for somebody, not me. I'm just saying for me. I ain't saying for you. You be like, well, he got a problem. No. I'm just saying in the end, when I close them eyes and I'm taking my heavenly peace, I'm gonna say, okay, boom, what did I do for God? Man, what did I do? Did I leave these things on this earth? Did I serve? Did I operate in purpose? You know what I'm saying? That's success for me. When God hit you with that, bam, well done, my good and faithful servant. Boom, I was successful. He gonna stamp me. Bam, stamp, successful. But I know we getting ready to land the plane, y'all. I gotta get ready to get dressed. I gotta head to an event. But this prep right here, I want to thank everybody who tuned in today to this live. I want to thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. And let me tell you something again. Going back to the acronym, the I, the P, the S, the E. You got the idea. Then you go to plan. Then you go to strategize. Then you go to execute. I'm telling you, if you skip a step, you're going to get a result you don't want. If you skip steps, you're going to get a result you do not want. Take your time, man. Take your time. I'm telling you, man, life is not short, y'all. Life is only short if you die young. Life is not short. I'm telling you, life is not short. Let me. You know who a prime example I use when I talk about how short life is not. I use Tupac. I use Tupac for an example because Tupac died at 25, but he had did so many things you would think he was older. Tupac been dead. He died at 25 and probably been dead at least 25 years, and we still talking about him because he had did so much. So again, man, you want to play the long game. When you plan your life, play the long game. Play the long game. But y'all just want to recap, making sure I'm looking at my notes now. Want to recap. Start planning your life. No matter where you are in life right now, start planning your life. I'm telling you, no matter where you are right now, start planning your life. Life can change in the blink of an eye. And I'm talking about change for the good. In the blink of an eye. J. Cole, I'm a favorite rapper. J. Cole got a rap lyric. He said years ago, and I think I put this in my high school yearbook. He said, keep grinding, boy. Life could change in 1 year. It can. Life can change in 1 year. You see it all the time. And this just not just for this industry, but this goes for any industry. You see a lot of people, rappers get signed in 1 year millionaires. You see business pop off in 1 year millionaires. You see this and this and this happen in 1 year. Because when God pushed that button on you, man, I'm telling you, your life can change in 1 year. So plan your life, what it is you want out of life. But I want to thank you. I want to thank y'all who tuned into this live here. Plan your life, a blueprint for success. I want to thank you. And I'm super excited for the month of May. I was planning my May. I got some videos coming up. I want to go 30 days straight of dropping a video every day. Would y'all like that? If I do a video every day, 30 days straight, dropping a video every single day. That's how I want to do it. But I'm planning my May. I'm cooking up. But I thank y'all. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. Share this with your friends. Share it with your people. Again, I'm giving out information, inspiration. So it's up to you to make the transformation. And you say, okay, I hear the words. What that mean? Information is the how-to. Information is the how to do it. Inspiration is who did it. Who did it? A lot of times we had the information, but we'd be like, man, who did this? I'm looking for somebody who looked like me that did what I'm trying to do. So that's the inspiration. And then when you have those two, it's up to you to make the transformation. So again, hey, you know who it be? It's your boy Nord B. And get what? My hair did. You feel me? But hey, I'm gone. Y'all had y'all a blessed Saturday. It was good seeing y'all. And I'm dropping today. I should be dropping the video today. I'm dropping the video now. I'm working on it. But I'm dropping. If it ain't short, it'll be a full video. If not both. I'm working on both, dropping both videos. But again, thank y'all for tuning in. And I'll see y'all next episode, next video. You already know. If you're new to the channel, this is the motto. Stay blessed. Hey, I'll see you next time. Yeah.